Welcome to Life with Java. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Good morning. We're back at the park. After probably 2 full months of not coming to my favorite park, I convinced Jackson to come back. I think it's cool enough that the mosquitoes won't be here today. So far, it's beautiful. It's actually pretty late today. I think it's really close to 11 o'clock, but it's supposed to be cloudy and decent all day. I think it's about 70 degrees right now. I just want to see if any of the leaves are changing yet. This park is beautiful in the fall, but it looks like we're still too early. Everything is still green right now. Burr, are you cold?
Yes.
When we come back around, you can get your jacket out of the car. How are you guys? How is everybody? What have you been up to lately? I see a couple of guys fishing. One on the dock and one out the water. Here, I'll give you a little look. There's a guy over on the dock fishing. Then we have one fishing over here. No beautiful colors yet. They'll be here soon. We don't have a whole lot of trees here in town that change colors, but the best place to see one would be the park. Last year, it seems like a lot of this turned yellow, and we do have a couple of trees here that had some red and some orange in them. You kind of have to go where trees have been brought in and planted, because the only thing that really grows native around here is brushy weeds, elm trees, and what else grows native around here? Mesquite, a bunch of mesquite bushes. We have been home for probably 2 weeks. I think we've been home for exactly 2 weeks now, or close. And Jackson and I are both still in burnout. We have zero energy. Definitely zero social battery. We have not been anywhere or done anything except for a couple of walks at the park. And yesterday was Keisha's birthday, my daughter-in-law. And we did meet my mom and Josh, Keisha, and the kids at the park and played for about an hour. But other than that, we have not been anywhere or done anything. We are still feeling a little bit under the weather, but as I said in yesterday's decorating video, I don't think we're sick. I think our bodies just kind of shut down. That was by far the longest trip we've ever taken. We've never been gone for 5 whole days before, and we crammed a lot of activities into those 5 days. Lots of social time. Lots of big crowded places, lots and lots of walking, and just, excitement. Anxiety, even though it's fun anxiety and excited anxiety. So, all that to say, we are still in recover mode, but we are coming out of it. We were both gung-ho to go for a walk this morning. Jackson's already asked me if we're going to do 2 laps today, in a way that I could tell that he was thinking about doing it. We've only done 2 laps around this big park one time ever with him. I've done 2 by myself before. Oh, can you see the cattails? They're getting darker. The cattails are actually brown now instead of green. Let's go get a closer look at them. There they are. Growing up on my grandparents' farm, I used to love playing with cattails. You can't actually get to these though. It's like a marshy, muddy mess down here. But you can see they have brown now. When I was a kid, I used to think they looked like corn dogs. Love it. Okay, now I lost my train of thought. I think I was saying that we are trying really hard to get out of burnout and back to our active, happy, energetic, vibrant selves. Aren't we so vibrant? On Friday, today is Monday. On Friday this week, we are going to the pumpkin patch. Jackson and I started a little autism group here a couple of years ago. And every year we go to the pumpkin patch, this smaller pumpkin patch here in town. And every year we try to get together, do something around Christmas time, Easter time, maybe 3 or 4 times a month. Not a month. 3 or 4 times a year we meet up. That's also the group that I do the craft show for, although we do allow anyone and everyone to come join us. So we're not a real active group, but one of my goals in life is for Jackson to always grow up with like-minded neurodivergent friends so that he never feels like an outsider, or he never feels weird or awkward or, okay, we've taught Jackson to embrace weirdness. We tell him all the time being weird and unique is a gift and a blessing. We are a family of weird, and we say it all the time. But I always want him to have friends that he feels comfortable enough to 100% be himself with. And likewise for the other kids. I think it's important for our kids to find their tribe. And I definitely don't limit him to who or where or what kind of friends he has. But anyone that is neurodivergent, I think we naturally gravitate towards other neurodivergent people. They just understand our communication style, and they understand our, focus and intense passions. They kind of understand our inability to pay attention and listen and join in things that we don't really care about. So we're going to go to the pumpkin patch. I've also invited Keisha and the kids to come out. The very kind owners of the pumpkin farm always schedule us in on a day that they only have 2 or 3 other little field trip groups coming out. So we're usually out there with a couple of private schools or some other special education groups, things like that, church groups. And they schedule us to where we don't have to join the class. We don't have to go on a one certain scheduled hayride as a group. They're very, very understanding of autism and sensory needs. So they allow us just to go out there and free roam. We don't even stay together as a group. We say hi to our friends. We hang out if the kids want to hang out. But everybody knows they can go their own way and meet their own family's needs. So that'll be fun. I'll take a few pictures while we're out there. I'll also send you right here, or show you right here, a couple of pictures of yesterday at the park. Katie and JD were eating donuts, and they were so cute with their donut face. Now that they talk a lot, it's so cute to hear the things they say and the things they come up with. JD's super funny. He says the funniest stuff. And he just turned 2, so he doesn't know he's being funny. It comes naturally to him. And I feel like that's how Jackson's always been. All right, we're on our second lap. We stopped off at the car for a drink. It's nice and cool out here, but it's still a little bit humid and stuffy. But absolutely 0 complaints. I am loving this fall weather. One other nice thing that happened over the weekend is one of my friends that lives here in town that I don't get to see very often. We are very good friends through chat and through phone calls and things like that. But between her 2 kids and Jackson, they have a lot going on and a lot of needs, so we don't meet up in person very often. But she was childless for the weekend. She came over and journaled with me. It was really fun. She also bought 4 of my journals, one which I still have to make. She wants a McDonald's one like mine. But not only did she want to purchase the 4 journals, she also wanted to see how I make them. And for 2 of the journals, for 2 of her very special friends that don't live here, she wanted to be a part of making them. So we actually made them together. It was so much fun, so much fun. You know, when you're a parent or when you're just a busy person with a busy life, you really cherish the moments when you see these friends in person and get to hang out with them. One question I've gotten about the friends we met in Massachusetts, in Boston, were how we met or how we know them. Jessica and I have been in an online moms group for autistic homeschoolers for probably 4 years together. And about a year into that, someone on there created a post saying, my autistic kid is this age, these are his special interests. He really, really would like to have friends. He doesn't have any friends. Does anyone have a child similar to mine with similar interests that they could chat online or game together or whatnot? And then this mom said, if anyone else, if their child would like to have a friend online, why don't you post your child's interests here? And we'll see if we can help our kids, pair up with some other like-minded friends. So I posted. Jackson was definitely in a position at that time that he wanted friends. And there just wasn't anyone here that had his same interests, who cared about the things he cared about, and who was on his level socially and emotionally and mentally. So I posted his likes, his passions, his interests, his personality, and Jessica replied. She said, hi, I saw your post. I thought our kids might really get along. She said, my daughter is kind of a female version of your son. Same exact favorite games. Same exact passion for stuffed animals and stuffed characters. Same communication style. Same everything. So we agreed to get them together, to Zoom chat, and to game together. And after the first time or two, they instantly became best friends. Instantly. They would ask every single day to chat together. They would ask every day to game together. And for 3 entire years now, they've been best friends online. They've grown together. They've learned so much about what it means to be a friend and to have a friend. They've learned about communication. But at the same time, they don't judge each other. If one of them has a meltdown, the other one doesn't blink twice about it. If one of them doesn't want to chat that day, the other one doesn't think twice about it. If they're chatting and one of them decides that they're done and they don't want to do this anymore, they're fine with it. They understand each other through and through. They have a wonderful friendship. And so for 3 whole years now, they have Zoom chatted probably 4 or 5 times a week and gamed together and shared all things about life in that time. And also in that time, Jessica and I have become very close. Like I said a minute ago, being a mom, especially a mom that homeschools, and then on top of that, a mom that homeschools an autistic child, it can get lonely or you can feel isolated sometimes. So her and I have become really good friends too. And we wanted to get together and meet last year, but it just wasn't possible. And I'm really glad we didn't. I don't think Jackson was ready last year for this kind of a trip and this kind of a meeting, but he was more than ready this year. The kids, oh my goodness, they hit it off. You would have thought they knew each other in person their whole lives. They hit it off, just got right into their regular chit chat, their regular conversations, their regular play, and boy did they have a good time. You want to go swing for a minute? No? You're done? So that's why and how we met them originally, and that is why we wanted to meet them in person. And as I said before, we have always wanted to go back to Boston. Jackie and I took the older kids years ago when they were in high school, and we've always wanted to go back. So when I told her that we were wanting to go back, she's like, I'll make the trip. We'll come, we'll make it happen. Whenever you can come, I'll make sure I can come. And so we met them. And we got to hang out for really all 3 days we hung out, didn't we, Jackson? The last day was only for the last meal at the railroad car restaurant. And just to tell them, you know, our final goodbye. But the first day we hung out all day. Then they actually stayed the night in the same hotel we did. So the kids had their pizza party and everything. And then the next day we did the Boston Tea Party and the beach and all of that. So we got lots of time with them. And it really strengthened the kids' bond even more. Now their chat is even more, I don't know, their bond is just closer. I think their chatting is more realistic, if that makes sense. It was always close, but now they know each other on a whole different level. And now they have not wanted to skip a single day. If Cheyenne's home and her mom's not at work, they are chatting together every single day at electronic time. And it just really reinforced that bond. And I love it. I hope they continue to grow together. And I know we will all continue to be friends for years to come. And hopefully next year or the year after that, Cheyenne and Jessica will actually come to Texas and hang out with us here. So I'm going to end this vlog here. We finished 2 laps. We are ready to head on to our next errand. We got to go to Walmart, grab a couple of things, and then we are going home. You want me to close the door for a second? The fly's coming in. Then we are going home. We will get homeschool done, and we are going to decorate the homeschool room, which I will show you on a different video. That'll probably be the next video you see. I hope you're all having a great day, a great week. As always, don't forget to do something nice for yourself. And, you know, thanks for being around. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being here week after week. Thanks for taking an interest in our lives. And just know that I appreciate you and I love each and every one of you very much. We will see you next time. See you on a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, whenever that comes next. Bye.